You maybe suggest some very simple and straightforward techniques for people who are not so much into technical Vipassana practice, but people who are just watching this channel and are awakening and would like something that is very simple, kind of a hack or a technique they can use in their daily life.
And then for those people, I offer a very simple exercise I call thoughts in the room. And thoughts in the room, usually they have their standard tracks, and thoughts in the room is super simple and doesn't involve elaborate meditation tech or complicated fractal Vipassana theory and frequencies and harmonics and attention phases and all that stuff that some people are just like, even though it might be unbelievably awesome for them if they would learn these basic things, but whatever. Anyway, but that's not where they are. That's not where their head is. That's not how they conceive of the path or where their aesthetics lie. And so for them, I offer a super simple exercise, and it's thoughts in the room. And thoughts in the room is just like this. Okay, step one, think the thoughts and call up into your mind the thoughts that are challenging for you, the cycle, the stories and thought loops and emotion loops that you know well. Do that now. And everybody's eyes will go up, and then they get this sort of bad look on their face. And when their eyes have gone up to one side, usually, what they've done is they've invoked the default mode network. And the default mode network is the sort of mental switch magic that can make the room disappear, make wispy thoughts that are these teeny little things if you're actually in the room, instead become huge and attention-filling. And then your heart, your emotional centers cannot tell the difference between the thoughts and actual experiences. They have no capacity for that. And then you get all the body chemical releases that are stressful or horrible or gut punch or whatever it is, tightness in the throat. You get sweat and heart rate increasing. You get all that chemical release as if the thing was actually happening. And I say, okay, you did it that way. You felt what that felt like. Cool. Now we're going to do it in the room. And they're like, what? And I'm like, what you're going to do is you're going to look at the monitor in front of you. You're going to look out past the monitor as well. So you're going to have like a spacious, broad, inclusive awareness. You're going to also include your body in this. So inclusively, not excluding the monitor or the room or the chair. Put your body in the room, expand that space out to include the whole of the room, behind your body, in front of the monitor, all the way to the walls, to the ceiling, and then just kind of get comfortable holding that frame. And then without moving your eyes up to the side, holding all of those experiences, part of the bandwidth that's coming in, think one of the thoughts that you know well what might cause a stress reaction, but do not let the room and the body go. And then they start looking confused and they're like, wait, I can barely do that. Or wait, I can't really bring up the thought. Or wait, it's not causing that emotional reaction. Or wait, the thought is just like almost nothing. I can't really. And I'm like, yes, that is exactly the friggin' point. Do that thousands of times. Do that thousands of times. This is not spiritual bypassing because you're bringing the thoughts up, but you're actually noticing the experience of them because you're not activating the default mode network. You're staying present to this broad, open, expansive thing. And then I say, okay, next exercise, figure out what portion of your experience the sensations of thoughts are while you hold the room and body and monitor and or the park they're sitting in or the car or whatever, wherever they happen to be, as frame. What portion of your experience just volumetrically in terms of a strength of sensation are those thoughts? And they'll be like, God, not even 1%, right? Not just like they're almost nothing. And I'm like, yes. And I was like, did you get stressed out when you noticed that? And they're like, no, that was just interesting. And I'm like, yes, that is freedom in the moment. That is freedom in the moment. And this is a learnable skill. These are muscles you can simply develop by practicing this. And the mind and body will start to learn, oh, wait, the other way sucks. And this way is no problem at all. And in fact, very clear. And it's not spiritual bypassing because you're still noticing the thought. You're still noticing the little sensations in the room. And then I say, okay, if those thoughts cause some little sensations in your stomach or chest or heart or throat or head or wherever it caused some tension, what portion of the room was that tension? And they're like, almost nothing. It's actually not that bad. It's just these little sensations. I'm like, yes, that is wisdom. That is perceptual sovereignty. That is freedom in the moment. Do that thousands of times. Practice that, eyes open. This is my quick hack to turn the dark night from a default mode network exaggerated nightmare into something that is not spiritual bypassing, but also is super clear and has that proportional quality that puts thoughts and emotional reactions into their reasonable frame of experiential reality without ignoring them or crushing them down. And that's a learnable skill that the mind will eventually start going, God, that is so much better. Yeah, I'm going to take that way, right? Because it obviously is a substantial upgrade. So that's the hack I use for them. And everybody can get that one. Nobody ever fights that one. They're all like, okay, yeah, I got it. The light basically always goes on. That doesn't mean they'll keep practicing it. But if they do, they'll find rich rewards.